Boxing is tough, and it is relentless. It's not a game for tender types. Yet, while boxers may be the ones who step into the ring and fight, they are often at the mercy of their management teams when it comes to their careers and financial futures. And they're more often exploited by their own management than we know. A great example of this is something that happened to former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson. After winning the heavyweight title at the young age of 20, Tyson's management team took control of his career and finances. His team reportedly took advantage of his youth and lack of education. They signed him to unfair contracts and took a significant portion of his earnings. Tyson earned millions of dollars throughout his career, but ended up filing for bankruptcy in 2003. And it happened to Muhammad Ali, too. Despite his success in the ring, Ali was exploited by his management team for years, and Floyd Mayweather Jr., too. Now, there's a disruptor on the block, and it stands to change everything we thought we knew about boxing. Hitch your britches, things are about to change. Influencers and internet content creators have been crossing over to boxing for a while now, and sponsors and brands are noticing. Now let's be clear up front, a crossover between boxing and influencers is the last thing anyone would have predicted. But influencer boxing has evolved from being mere marketing gimmicks. Social media heavyweights are headlining in-person and live-streamed events, and they're attracting enormous audiences. Above all, they're placing boxing back in the hands of the boxer and introducing a whole new generation of fans to the sport. This form of influencer marketing is still in its infancy, but it is opening brand new marketing avenues for both brand awareness and revenue. With this crossover, creators are increasing their earnings through brand and advertising deals, and they're increasing their audiences by unheard of numbers. Do you know Content Comp? It's Ian iDubbbz Washburn, and he's a YouTube mega influencer. So is his wife Anissa. They organized the Creator Clash. This was an in-person boxing event in Tampa, and it took place in May 2022. 18 YouTubers were pitted against each other to raise charity money. Now, these YouTubers underwent intensive training by pro boxing coaches, and not just for a few days. This was no crash course in pugilism. They went to camp for 6 whole months. In a real good touring collaboration, this event united YouTube creators across tech, finance, comedy, dancing, and animation for a 4-hour display. 11 different matchups were featured, and the event was live-streamed on Moment House. Now, the total lifetime views of the participating creators point to just how lucrative this crossover can potentially be for brands, sponsors, and advertisers.
Both been given the pre-fight rules, so we see a clean fight, we see protecting yourselves at all times. Most importantly, I need you to obey my commands. You got that?
Remember, these influencers had combined total lifetime views of more than 22 billion and a combined 131 million followers. That's huge. The live stream was a hit. It featured interviews and live commentary and drew in an astonishing 1.3 million views, and 12,000 viewers commented. A total of $1.3 million was raised for the Alzheimer's Association of America and the American Heart Association. And as another incentive for anyone in the marketing business, more than 100,000 individuals tuned in via pay-per-view. That is according to the Tube Filter. The entertainment value of the event was through the ceiling. One YouTuber said, "There's something absolutely refreshing about seeing this dumb trend actually step into a space of respect for the sport." Many commented on the exceptional quality of the event.
3-second round? That was insane!
And above all, they're saying this is way better than any boxing event on TV. Now, it seems that Creator Clash will return again next year. This year's event prompted Everlast to donate fighters' gloves. Another indication that the crossover is now properly accepted by the boxing fraternity, too. The Everlast donation also reflects the sponsorship potential of this crossover. Suddenly, the worlds of sports, gaming, and esports begin to collide. So where does it all go back to? Probably Logan Paul. He properly ignited the trend when he went up against a YouTube star from Britain, KSI, in 2018. That fight pulled in 1.2 million viewers, and it raked in around 3.5 million in ticket sales alone. Ryan Kavanaugh, the co-owner of Triller, teamed up with Snoop Dogg in 2020. They launched a pro boxing league and called it the Fight Club. Their first promoted fight was between Big Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. in the launch year. That bout pulled 1 million viewers, and it also put two absolute legends in the ring. Win-win. And the event also saw a featured fight between Jake Paul, Logan Paul's brother, and Nate Robinson, the former NBA slam dunk champ. Then, last summer, Logan got in the ring with boxing legend Floyd Mayweather Jr. It was an exhibition match, and it was great. ESPN gave Mayweather the fight, but the big winner of the night was boxing. Logan's Gen Z fan base couldn't get enough, and they probably wouldn't have given the sport another look otherwise. Brands were queuing to be a part of everything, for a good reason. Between Logan and Mayweather Jr., they brought in a bunch of sponsorships with companies like Fashion Nova, DraftKings, and OnlyFans. When Showtime Sports interviewed Mayweather before the match, he said he'll be fighting someone from YouTube who thinks he can fight, and he's getting crazy money to do it. He'd already made more than $30 million in the build-up to the fight. That's just the build-up. Logan had attracted brand sponsors too. If his trunks alone were anything to go by, he had Atari Token, Mavilex, Superbid, and Fashion Nova all sewn up. It's only fair to note that influencer boxing has had its hiccups. The 2021 PPV boxing tournament was billed Social Gloves, Battle of the Platforms. Now, the concept was good enough. YouTube and TikTok personalities were pitted against each other, but for some reason, the event posted only 136,000 PPV sales. This is a fraction of the 2.2 million that was touted beforehand. Now, there are all kinds of grumpy investors and pending lawsuits, but Live One in Beverly Hills that handled the live streaming is planning to do it again. They announced they've created something called Ultimate Social Boxing. It's a, yep, you guessed it, reality show. 32 male and female influencers will move into a house together. They'll train together and then fight each other. The prize money? A whopping $1 million contract with the new International Ultimate Social Boxing League. Live One is launching this league in the summer. So what exactly are the opportunities in this crossover? Fan meet and greets, branded merch, and social media challenges. Huge opportunities for organizers and brands to get into the rise of influencer boxing on the ground level. NFT-based tickets. Way too many revenue opportunities to list. So why start this video with all the drama of boxers being undermined by their management teams in the formal sport over the years? Well, with all these opportunities suddenly on the table, boxers can now take control of their own careers. There's a new type of promoter on the block, and the sport is undoubtedly about to see a major makeover. It's almost strange to say, but influencer boxing and traditional pro boxing are perfect bedfellows. The money is there, the viewers are there, and everything needed for an extravagant disruptor success is already happening. And with that, we'll catch you in the next video, folks.